good morning from our beautiful, very comfy room here at Radisson in Trondheim. The 122 euros were really worth it, and then the breakfast was exceptional, so the 10 extra euros per person were really worth it. We ate like a lot and drank 3 coffees. Anyway, so we did a lot of work. I did. Right now it's still rainy or cloudy outside, not really great weather, but another thing that we can visit here in Trondheim is the open air museum, which should be fantastic. Not really on this kind of weather, but anyway, as long as it's not raining. Also, I have a raincoat, a brand new pink raincoat, which I'm eager to test, and that's what we'll do. And Eddie did some research on what to visit next. Probably we will go south from here, because up north it's not a lot of things. I mean, it's a lot of nature, beautiful nature. It's also kind of deserted from what I saw on the map. There are a few villages, tiny places that are inhabited. Not a lot of hotels or places to stay, which is gonna be painful because I still have to work. Remember, I'm a freelancer, I work a lot. Even on holiday, I don't really have holiday. There is no, I don't see a point in going to Tromsø at this stage in our trip, because I want to go to Tromsø, which is like, it would take 2 days to get to Tromsø from Trondheim, and you wouldn't be able to see the northern lights because it's just too much daylight. So I'm saving that trip for September, because we're gonna be around in September. Yeah, a lot of time in Scandinavia. I feel pretty rich at this point. And we're gonna explore now the lower half of Norway, the southern half, which has most of the viewpoints marked on Google Maps, and scenic hikes and roads, and some beautiful places. We're gonna go hiking a bit. We're gonna go in Bergen, we're gonna go in Oslo, we're gonna stop for, you know, a lot of pretty pictures. So that's what we are going to do. Anyway, a lot of talking. Let's start doing more things. So let us go. So we got a parking ticket here in Norway. So the standard amount for a parking ticket is 666 crowns right here. But so that's roughly around 66 euros. Yeah, basically most parking places in the city are, you know, have different conditions. Some you can park for like 3 hours maximum, then you have to pay, or you have to pay anyway, you have to move it, not pay, something like that. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so we were late for 1 hour, and that's why we got the ticket. And after some googling, apparently they will find the owner wherever you are, at least in Europe, and they will send it to you, maybe with an extra fee, maybe not. I'm not really sure how that works. Anyway, people online say that you should pay it, and it makes sense. I think they're a bit rough with this parking thing. Here's a little update about the parking tickets I got in Norway. Yes, spoiler alert, I got a second one after this one, but you'll see that later in my videos. It's been a while since I was in Norway. I'm editing this video more than a couple of years later, don't ask why. And to this day, I did not get any ticket at home. I tried paying online back then on the spot, but it didn't work. It just refused. It returned my money, and that was it. Yeah, I was never charged. I'm sorry, Norway. I really wanted to pay. Just tell me how. We are right now at the open air museum, the Folk Museum here in Trondheim, which is one of the best things to do in Trondheim. The parking again is kind of confusing because it says parking between 6 a.m. and midnight, and you cannot park for more than 5 hours, but there is no parking meter, so I'm not really sure. People were kind of confused as well. We will see. Hopefully we will not get another ticket. That would be just stupid. Yeah. So the museum is open every day from Monday to Sunday from 10 to 5 p.m. and it costs 18 euros per adult. So update on the parking, it is free. The museum features an indoor exhibition about traditional craft and objects and local culture, I would say, which is pretty folkish. And you can visit that. It's included within the price of the ticket of the 18 euros. Wonderful chair collection, I think. A lot of wooden puppets. Creepy though.
Interesting one.
Look at this one. What happened to its nose?
Cut off.
And then glued back. Creepy. Oh, look, more chairs. And hangers. I think it's just a collection of old stuff. Oh. Okay. This is for theater. And this is the evolution of skis. Or whatever. From the 1800s. So this is the map. Apparently it should take you around 1 to 3 hours to visit everything. And apparently most of the houses during the summer are open. So let's go. So this house is from here. It started raining again. Yay! I'm enjoying my August holiday in Norway, as you can see. Yes, we checked the forecast a bunch of times and each time it was different. Right now it was supposed to be cloudy, but you know, it's also raining right now. Who knows? Anyway, this is what you should expect in Norway. I actually watched some other vloggers talk about Norway, and they were saying that you're gonna be wet all the time, and I was like, that's not gonna happen to me. I'm going July and August, but obviously I was wrong, so excuse me. Anyway, this is a church, and as Eddie said, it's probably one of the few churches left of this kind here in Norway, in this folk museum right here in Trondheim. Not a lot of things to do or see made by man here in Norway. It's mostly about nature, and Christianity has never been one of their top desires. This is from not far away from here, a place called Haldatlen. I don't know. And yeah.
Could you go that way so I can read?
False advertising. So at the entrance, the staff said that during the summer, most places, houses are opened. But no, the church is closed. This unique piece of medieval church, wooden church with no windows, it's closed. I don't know. We need to find something open in this open air museum. I'm not getting wet in this Norwegian rain for nothing. What's that?
I think it's like a fisherman's cabin.
It's a hut for fishermen.
Yes, it's not dissimilar from the ones we have.
Oh, yes, finally something that's open. It's rather small, but you know, cozy. It's cozy. Just the way Scandinavian people like it. Cozy. They have chairs, obviously not IKEA, but you know, close enough. And you know, there's bed over here for 2 people at least. Oh, there are more beds here. Oh, this is a place to stow your boat. The traditional fishermen of Norway. Look, we have similar raincoat. After some research, Eddie told me, he did a research, that actually Norway hasn't been always this rich, because in case you've missed the memo, Norway is probably one of the richest countries on earth, yeah, and one of the most expensive countries as well. Anyway, so before they discover petrol in the sea, they were basically a nation of fishermen. And that's why fishing is a huge part of the Norwegian culture. You're gonna see a lot of boats here. In all big cities and smaller towns as well, you're gonna see a lot of boats of people fishing, fish everywhere. And the most, culturally relevant dish is also fish. And they love their fishing. Of course, people nowadays are not so much into fishing because they're very rich, so they buy expensive goods, such as luxury goods. They travel, and they basically afford anything. In that small house, there was somebody from the museum who was sitting there waiting for visitors, selling coffee, tea, and some sort of sweets, some sort of traditional pancakes. It was really nice. We didn't stay because we are still full from breakfast, but so you can find places, really cool places inside the museum if you want to stay for a while and drink coffee. And this place looks like they organize events here because they have this huge amphitheater and some loudspeakers, and I talk a bit on a reduced volume because there's a great acoustic right here, as you can hear. We asked about the grass that you could see on the roof of the houses, and they said that that's how houses used to be like a couple of 100 years ago. And we asked for the reason. Okay, yes, we noticed that houses used to have that. Some still do that, but what's the exact reason? And they weren't sure. So we'll have to Google this. Apparently they also have activities for visitors, and I will try for the first time to shoot a bow here. And he's gonna film me. It's gonna be epic.
Point. You don't use your eyes to point. You use your arm. So you have to think that your arm is supposed to hit the target and not your eyes. Kind of.
Okay. So then I have to look here.
Yeah, you can try and just feel it, and then you will see. You will feel if it's
Like this, right?
Yeah, and I only use 2 fingers, so these 2 I have like outside.
Like this?
Yeah. And then this is the phone.
Wow, this is very hard to tell.
Yeah, and then I pull this back.
Which one?
This one, and then you hold that.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
So my finger. I have no idea what I'm doing. How hard should I pull?
Oh, much more. This is supposed to get like here.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am. And it's easier if you stand with your body
Like this.
like that way, and you push your elbow back.
Oh my god, yeah.
And you take the arrow like to your eyes almost, or your chin.
Like this?
Yeah, that's good. And then you just let go of that hand.
I don't know. So my hand should...
Yeah, it seems very right. And
it looks very to the left. Are you sure?
yeah, try to take it more to the right then. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like...
Yeah, and just let go of that hand.
Wow!
Edward!
That was amazing.
You have...
Wow.
Woo!
Natural.
Actually, that was my second try because Eddie didn't get the first one, which was much closer to the center. So thank you. Yes!
Yeah,
I hit the target. Lower. So it was not
Oh
so
yeah,
good,
I
but-
see it, but yeah. So don't
Too
do
much?
that no more.
Sorry.
Because then you will hit your hand.
So just aim with my hand, basically.
Yeah, try to. And it seems like that's going to... Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't think that's
But-
good.
I'll
Can
try.
also use your eyes, but yeah, it seems a bit high to me.
Okay, I
Yeah, there.
always
There.
go too high with it.
Oh yeah.
So I just shoot the bow for the first time, the arrow bow. Bow arrow. How is it called, Edward?
Bow and arrow.
I just shoot a bow and arrow for the first time here at the Folk Museum in Trondheim in Norway, and I nailed it. So I tried it twice and hit both times. Actually, the first time ever was really close to the center, so I did really good. Really proud of myself. So there are also activities you can try here. Definitely try it out if it's still happening by the time you visit the Folk Museum. Definitely do it. It's amazing. I loved it. It's very much. It was a lot of fun. And we just discovered that inside this folk museum in Trondheim, you also have the ruins of a castle from the 12th century. That's amazing, of course. The castle is not standing, as I said. The ruins are still here, but still pretty impressive. So we made it to the Black Church inside after all. This church from Haltdalen was built around 1170. Some of the materials may originate from an older church on the same site. The church had an external gallery around the whole building and a bell tower on the ridge. The main entrance was on the southern wall, but was changed to the western wall in the 17th century. The church building was demolished in 1881 and reconstructed using the preserved parts of the medieval style church from Haltdalen. This is the only preserved style church in Trøndelag, the region, and represents the last remains of what was once a rich selection of medieval wood churches in Trondeland. So basically unique. It's a medieval church with no windows. It only has a few small benches along the walls. So what do we have here? We have raspberry season. I was complaining there's no raspberry here, but look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful, magnificent, and I'm gonna try it. It's perfect. Raspberry, free raspberry in Norway just hits different, you know? It's good. So during the tour we got inside both churches of the museum, and the black one that you're gonna see is actually the oldest building here in the open air museum, the Folk Museum in Trondheim. Definitely check that out. So you have to join the tour to get inside, and the tours happen every day, twice, from 11:30 in the morning, the first one, and the second one starts at 2:30 in the afternoon. And they're in English. The tour covers the main sites of the museum, so definitely plan your visit around that time to get a sense of what's happening here, ask your questions, and get an idea of where the buildings come from and how they were acquired by the museum, how they got here. It's really interesting if you're into that kind of stuff, and also it's one of the best things to do here in Trondheim, Norway. So yeah, what did I miss?
Nothing. It's quite interesting. We saw a stave church.
Stave Church, yes. And the tour guide is going to explain everything. Church is original from the Middle Ages, one of the few ones left, and it's right here in the museum. It's really impressive. So after visiting the museum, I feel kind of hungry now. So I proposed to Edward. Obviously now it's almost sunny outside. I don't know if you can feel it or see it. It's blue skies. Look, it's a miracle here in Norway. The weather is crazy. I think we should go to IKEA and have a quick bite, also affordable bite.
So don't forget to check the museum shop. You have these lovely shawls for only 189 euros and other crafts.
What else is there to do in Trondheim, Norway? Well, obviously, you have to visit the local IKEA. There is only one. IKEA is from Sweden, but from my understanding and personal research, I have to tell you that IKEA offers one of the best cheap food that you can buy in the city. And I'm very hungry right now, so I'm gonna go with IKEA. Also, another reason to go to IKEA to eat is that you basically have, more or less, the same things everywhere on the globe, with some small adjustments. But you have the famous meatballs, you have the vegetarian meatballs, which usually I get or Eddie gets because we're vegetarians. You also have the salmon and the mashed potatoes and stuff like that. Edward.
It's a life hack if I've ever heard or seen one.
A life hack in Norway or in Sweden or in Scandinavia in general. Also, make sure you have your IKEA family card because you get free coffee with it every day and some discounts at certain meals. Do you have it, Edward?
Let's hope to God I have it.
I want that free coffee. So this is our first Norwegian meal at the restaurant. The first restaurant meal in Norway, and this is obviously at IKEA. This was 32 euros in total, given that the coffee was free with the IKEA family card. Thank you, Edward, for bringing us here for a lovely meal. You do love your Swedish heritage. So IKEA operation went well. Yeah, it was really good, nice prices. However, for the restaurants are like 50% more than in Romania and around 30 than other countries around. But the prices for the other stuff, for other IKEA items, are around the same, I would say. Not really sure, but they seem okay. So we booked this amazing camping for this evening. We are going to see a wonderful road called, cannot remember the name, but it's really close by. It has something to do with the Atlantic Road, and I hear it's spectacular. We were rather tired. It's already 8 p.m. Doesn't look like it. It's like 8:30 or more. But we found a beautiful accommodation. We weren't sure if we should book it because it's more than 100 euros. Is like 110, 11 euros, something like that. But I have to tell you, this place is spectacular, not just the room, but the entire place. So I'm gonna show you. I have to say that I'm extremely happy to have found this awesome camping. Like, the views are extraordinary, and I assume that people prefer to come here during the summer because it has an awesome beach. What?
Rainbow.
Oh, there's a rainbow. Yes, there is a rainbow. I'm gonna show you.
It's gonna go in a way,
So people come here for the rain. Here's the second rainbow.